It's nice getting to eat pizza like this every now and then that's not 3D printed. I know what you're doing, Domino's.
What are we doing?
Just creating.
Just creating?
Isn't that what you shared about on stories?
Technically, yes, but this is your channel.
Yeah.
So what are we creating for?
I think that is the paradox.
Are you inspired by what I'm doing?
Yeah, I was. I was inspired by what you were doing because we're in a time where everyone wants to be like a content creator, but they're just making things that really lack the substance. Some people are just doing it because they have a bigger goal in mind, but we're forgetting the base facts that sometimes you just want to turn off your brain and just shoot whatever that comes next, like comes right next in front of you, whatever.
Yeah.
I saw you doing that, and somehow it spoke to me when you somehow left your camera in the fridge and you opened the door and it looked pretty cool.
I'm kind of proud of that because I really like what he said. Like I'm really trying to create out of so-called purpose because we live in a digital sphere. Everyone's creating for the sake of catching eyeballs and attention. But for me, it's always been about expression and like
The art.
the art of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the art of creating has a very thin line, especially in the line of work that we do. So yeah, I guess this video is about that. Like what intrigues the eye and how does that relate to you as a viewer. That's it.
Sure picked a great time.
Okay, it's raining like a fucking dog.
Yeah, man. This rain's crazy. So is just the bookstore? So that's how you smoke. Thanks for teaching me, Fitri.
You're most welcome. I'm getting a pizza. Hi.
We're getting a pizza.
We're okay, fine. We're getting a pizza. Can I have a margarita? Having here, and also one.
Can I get a pepperoni?
One root beer.
I remember they make really nice salad. I think it's Asi or root beer. I was gonna complain about, how the music's too loud, and then I also realized I don't have to put music in on my own after that. Oh.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, bro.
Okay, since the camera is rolling, what's your creative process like?
Usually, I like to rely on structure and non-structure. So imagine a structure, but the contents are non-structured. So it's like a skyscraper, but each floor is a mess.
So random mess.
Yeah. So this just means I have a general direction, but how I get to that direction is up to myself, up to my impulses, up to my wit, and how quick I am to do that. I think being a good content creator involves being on your feet at all times. Because I want to live life and do things very unscripted.
Yeah, that's true.
What about you?
My creative process has always been, I would say why is the first. Like I need to start with why. It dives in, it's a philosophy from this guy named called Simon Sinek, and his book is titled Start With Why. And ever since I read that book, it kind of resonates to leadership and how do you encompass your life with every decision you make. So when it comes to like creating, for me, it's always been why do I want to do it and why do I want to create something? Is it coming from a place where I need expression, or is it for, I mean, creating for money is still a reason, right? So like,
Of course.
yeah. So I think in what we're doing, it's been a fine line of, we create out of the sake of answering to someone else's demands. Thank you. Pepperoni. And hence why I created Just Create for that sole purpose, because like,
What pizza? Is that butter?
this is margarita.
All right. Is that butter on top?
It's cheese, man.
Oh my god, it looks like butter.
It's just one dollop of cheese.
Yeah, good old-fashioned pepperoni for me. It is woke millennial margarita. Less is more.
It's good though.
Dig in, bro. The beans knees.
The beans knees, but you're underexposed.
You know what they say, bro? We'll fix that in post.
Not everything can be saved in post. Okay, what else are you looking forward when it comes to like building up your channel?
Well, I want to do more good. We talked about a community outreach program. I want to do an e-commerce business for myself to finally serve the public under a more official setting, buy, sell, trade their electronics, because that's just who I am. An open platform. Open platform is a program where I want to create specific content where I get to collaborate with other medias and content creators, people that just want to talk about stuff. Of course, it's still going to be relevant to tech, but I definitely want to involve other things outside of that, like this today. I would consider this as, one of open platforms' many future videos.
Yeah.
You're a creative.
Yeah.
You were a media, you are a content creator, you are the perfect person to be in one of these videos. And of course, I plan to educate college students, university students that aspire to walk this path that we are in, to give them like a more solid insight plus the confidence to take that step. Because even though it's very normalized, the decision to becoming a content creator, it's still a big leap. All our parents are so used to hearing that we're going to go for jobs,
Yeah.
that we work for someone and get a salary end of the month.
Yeah.
This is like the jobs come in as soon as people know who you are. They really like working with you, etc.
Which has not been easy, right?
It's definitely not been easy. So many years of networking and doing the right stuff to get into those good books.
Yeah. I mean, there's a fluffy conversation about go after your dreams, chase after your dreams, get out of the so-called rat race. But the reality of that, you'll most likely feel very alone. At least that's what I'm experiencing a lot. And secondly, it's all about money. In the end of the day, right? How you manage your money and how
Bottom line.
How do you stay afloat in what you want to do? Is it possible? I can curse, right? I can curse, right?
Fuck yeah.
Motherfucker, son of a bitch.
Oh, those are the first two things. Just go on ahead, man. Unfiltered.
Okay.
Unhinged.
But yeah, is it possible? Fuck yes, it is. But it all boils down to how you manage your relationships. At least for me, it's always been about business. To me, is a very human-centric thing.
The connection,
The
right?
connection,
Yep.
and like how it cannot just be involved with like what's in it for me and what's in it for you. I mean, that's one aspect of it.
The investment.
Yeah, but how do you continue that relationship so it can open more doors? How can open more avenues? It's still a relationship. Everything you do is a relationship. And,
Yes.
and how you attach yourself to that, that will change through time. Like you will grow as a creative, as a person.
Our friendship
Yeah.
is the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
We didn't just meet at a mutual tech event. We're like, oh, it looks like he could be a friend.
Yeah. But I would say that that's also part of my skill. My skill has always been, I don't want to engage with people just for the sake of like, I can get something out of that guy.
Of course.
Yeah. But that's the reality we live in. Like there's so many fake relationships.
I scratch your back, you scratch mine, that kind of thing.
I mean, like I'm sure you know, like tech itself has always been around that. Like there's so many fake smiles, the PR that's behind that.
The nepotism involved.
Yeah, and
Picking favorites.
I mean, all I won't say which brands, but like so many brands that I've been engaged with throughout my time being in tech. They were all mostly very surface level, and like I can definitely name only one or two who really cared about where my progress was going, and I think business alone, that narrative needs to change, in rather than just the what's in it for me and what's in it for you kind of thing. As creatives in 2023, I have been doing this for 7 years, and throughout my 7 years of experience, it's always been who do you know and how many followers do you have, and that's the reality. But at the same time, there's a gap between other creatives. Like,
Yeah.
It's the gatekeeping thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good at something, and this is my contacts. You can't get in it.
Okay, for real now, it's like there's a lot of people out there, a lot of followers, but skill is an option. Skill is an option.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Oh my god, we've seen so many really, really fine examples of that.
Yeah.
Like some just don't even want to put in like that a level of effort to create such a nice work of art
Yeah.
because they will just expect the job to come in the future for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of predetermined. I wish things could change. I've been making that change, but I fight in my own field, because it's always better to fight in a place where no one else can fight with you in. So be outstanding in your own right.
Yeah.
Don't be outstanding compared to other people.
Yeah.
Be outstanding in your own right, so that no one can touch you, even if they wanted to, because you will always win in your home ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice getting to eat pizza like this every now and then that's not 3D printed. I know what you're doing, Domino's. You can't make pepperoni resin.
So the first thing you taste is the fucking grease, and not the pizza.
You may have accidentally eaten the tissue.
Or the cardboard.
I don't know, I kind of like Pizza Hut.
Me too.
The crust is so much better.
Yeah.
People just buy Domino's for the sheer volume and Genshin Impact.
Yeah. It's cheaper too, lah. That's all.
Once
all I
that
can say.
gimmick's done, gotta eat some real pizza.
This has been a very fun day. And perfect day. Where it's just very chill, very relaxed, and I don't know. I hope we can do more of this kind of shit.
Yeah, man.
And always remember, just create.
Yeah, we clearly didn't think this through. We just said, let's just meet up.
We just went out and like, okay, let's shoot it.
In the rain and shit.
Yeah. It's
Awesome.
honestly, dude, it's all about the edit. It's always about the edit. It has nothing. It doesn't really have much to do with what you shoot. It's just how you make a story out of it. Story always wins. Okay, yeah, that's all from me, man. And it's good to know that I'm part of Zen's channel and on an open platform, whatever that is. That's gonna be coming on soon. Yeah, catch you guys in probably the next video. Bye bye.
Oh, thanks for signing off, man. I was gonna say, we need to sign off.